All right. Hello. I am doing a video about my stock investing. I have no clue where I'm going with this, but I'm super excited about what's going on right now. And I feel like I'm really smart, but I know the stock market's just going up. But I don't know. I've been talking to some people. I've shown you guys some stuff. I've had some people ask me, what am I doing? And they have questions about the stock market. And just to kind of give a little bit of background, I mean, I would say maybe 3 months ago, all I knew about the stock market was it's a lot of numbers I didn't understand. It's about companies. If you buy a stock at a low price and it goes up to a high price, you could sell it and then you make money. And and I understood a little bit about mutual funds. That a mutual fund buys a bunch of different stocks to diversify, and you can buy into a mutual fund for retirement and a Roth IRA and that kind of stuff. So that was basically all I knew. So in the amount of time, I'm definitely not an expert. I definitely don't know everything, but I've learned a lot. Watched a lot of YouTube and a lot of things, and well, I'll show you right now the kind of returns that I'm getting, and I'm trying to figure out how I can start something. I guess that's kind of the point, like either an investment group or maybe a YouTube channel, or I don't know what. So I'm looking for advice. Uh, but let me show you why. Let me share my screen here. And there's a bunch of things that I'm waiting for that's really exciting that's coming up. So here's one of my accounts. I actually have 3 accounts. So this account was what started it all. And basically what happened was, you'll see my Tesla here. It was Tesla. All I started doing was basically a couple years ago, I said, I really love Tesla. If you know me, you know I'm a huge Tesla fan. I work for them. And I just basically said, all right, so this was back in 2018, was the first one. And you'll see it says 5 shares here, it's quantity, but these were all 1 share at the time because there was a stock split with Tesla. And so, yeah, so the price paid for this, it says $57. Now it's worth 442. So really, it was like you have to times this by 5. So this was really $250 or $260, $70. And now the stock price is times 5, 2,100, 2,000 something, like $2,200. So, but basically all I did was, so this really, when it says 5, it was really 1. I bought 1 share at $250 here, another 1 share here, another 1 share a month later. So I wasn't really, and this is all I had in the portfolio, and this was everything. I was just buying a share or 2 of Tesla stock here and there. So as you can see, so most of the shares here, I bought 15, which I didn't really buy 15, obviously. I bought 3 at that price range. And so you'll see here the dates, so what, 5 months later, I bought another share, 3 months later, another share. And then you'll see this 50 because I bought 10. That was right before the Cybertruck. And I was so excited. I'm like, oh man, after Cybertruck comes out, this thing is, the stock's going to take off. And then the Cybertruck came out and everyone was like, oh my God, it's so ugly and weird and whatnot. And then he took the metal balls and threw them at the thing, and the glass shattered. And I was like, oh no. And so stock didn't go up that much, but still glad I bought these, considering I bought them at whatever, $350 a piece, and or 70. Let's just say 7. I bought 50 shares at $71. Now they're worth 442. So it turned out pretty good anyway, but it wasn't a big jump. And so you'll see, and I'm even buying shares now. Like bought one at 398. This was just a couple months ago. So I bought one in September here during the dip. And so altogether, I now have 124 shares here of Tesla stock, and the average cost $99, and so now it's worth, those are all worth $442. So today we made $2,300, and it's worth 54,000, $42,000 worth of profit. So stop saying probably even says it here, and I just don't even know because I'm 826 minus 42,424. So it's about $12,000 worth of investment over 3 years since 2018, 2 years. So I guess where it's 18, 19, and 20, so really it's 3 years. Excuse me. And that's returned $42,000 in profit. So 342% increase on the money. So I'm definitely buying more Tesla stock. Battery day is coming up. So what I'm excited about Tesla stock is battery day. I don't know what Elon's going to talk about. I just know whatever it is, it's going to be amazing. And the stock is going to go up even higher. And I'm planning on holding this stock for a very long time because we'll talk about that and other things. But there's literally, I wrote down all the future revenue streams for Tesla. So read them off really quickly. So Model 3, Model Y, Model S, Model X. I'm going to stop counting. Their supercharging network, which now they're even letting other cars join on, but they charge for that. So it's like Toyota making money on the gas that you buy. The solar roof, their solar panels, their power walls, the Cybertruck, which is coming out, which they have 700,000 orders for, pre-orders. Obviously, they're not all going to be sold, but 700,000, even if 10% of them get sold, that's a lot. Then they have the semi-truck coming out. They have the Roadster 2 coming out, which will blow away every supercar that's out there for like fractions of the cost. Then full self-driving upgrades. So as that keeps getting better, Tesla insurance, they insure their own car. So just imagine you're getting electricity, you're getting fuel for the car from the same company, you're getting the car from the company, and then you're getting your insurance from the same company. So again, more income. Megapacks are selling power to utilities. V2G Autobidder, which vehicle to grid is V2G. So Autobidder means you can actually hook your car up to your house, and if the utility needs energy, you can actually give energy to the utility, and they'll pay you for it. In-car app services, so they have their own gaming system that's going to be in the car. Then owner rideshare without full self-driving, so they're going to have their own Uber. So if you want to buy a Tesla, you can literally pay it off by being an Uber driver for them or being a Tesla driver for them. So that's without full self-driving. And then owner rideshare with full self-driving. So now they're going to take so basically you buy a car, when full self-driving is allowed, it's allowed to do taxi service on its own, and you get paid for that, and Tesla gets paid for it. And you're sitting around at home, and your car's out making money for you and making money for Tesla. And then Tesla owned full self-driving taxi fleet. So they're going to have their own cars that they're not going to even sell to people, and it'll just be out doing its own driving and making money for Tesla on its own. And then they also, in the future plans, they're going to have a Model 2, which is going to be like a cheaper, more compact version that's even less than the Model 3 is right now. They have talked about a Tesla bus. They've talked about a Tesla delivery van. They've talked about home and heating and AC, doing a whole, the Model 3 has they had to revamp the entire way they do HVAC in the Model 3 because it had to fit and it had to not use up as much energy. And they're going to bring that to homes, and it's going to be amazing. And then VTOL, depending, Elon keeps talking about a vertical takeoff and landing airplane. So if Tesla starts making airplanes that can just take off and land like that, you don't need a runway. That will be even a huge, so these are all things that, and everything that he's talked about. So that all those are potential revenue drivers for Tesla over the next 5 years. So 5 to 10 years, let's say. I don't know. We'll see what Battery Day says. So point being is I expect Tesla to be a multi-trillion-dollar company. So where I'm making money right now. So this is like not going anywhere for at least 10 years. Anyway, so that started as this started going up and up and up, I was like, well, what's going on? Let me, you know, I have a bunch of money now in this account and on in some other accounts. Let me start learning about investing. So I literally, all I do now is watch YouTube videos on investing. Like, so this was today. This was my morning. 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 9 minutes. I do this uh, while I'm either jogging. That wasn't really, but here's on Nikola. I did watch a LeBron James little clip here. More on Nikola, more on Nikola. I'm watching a lot of Nikola right now, researching a company called Trine. 10 minutes on Model S. One of my favorite ones here is talking about battery day, more about these trucks. Here's the plane I was just talking about. Stock, more fraud about Nikola because I'm shorting them, so I want to know a lot about them. Quick little thing about strongest man on the planet. Not strongest, but toughest. But then Workhorse, which I want to talk about right now. I watch a little bit of Bennington show too. I do some recreational watching. Tesla Insurance, more learning about that. Watch something about True Romance. So that was that was just Tuesday. That was all the videos I watched. Every day I end up spending at least 3 hours, 4 hours just listening. I invested in YouTube Premium so I can just listen to the stuff in the background while I'm doing other apps and doing work and whatnot. And so I've learned a lot, and I invest a lot of time in learning about these companies. So what's exciting? So then I started learning about options. And as far as options go, what's exciting about them is there's catalysts that are coming. So I'll show you what I'm excited about right now. I don't want to go too long in this video. So Workhorse, this company, you can see I bought these options. I bought 3, 3, 3, and 2, and they're $2, $4. So basically, you have to times this by 100. I'm not going to explain options right now. If you don't know them, I didn't either. But they're when you know when you're careful with them and you make good investments with them, they are, I call them the turbo boost. So I'm a long-term investor. I consider myself a long-term investor, you know, like the Tesla. But if there's an opportunity that I know that's coming along, I use the options as like little turbo boosts along the way because I'm old, so I gotta make money a little bit faster. But if you see like Workhorse, for example, back, I guess 2 months ago, they are one of the 3 companies that are in the running for a $600 billion contract from USPS, the United States Postal Service. So the federal government is going to be giving a contract to make new trucks, the little carriers, and because their vans, their trucks, the mail trucks are really old. They're like 30 years old, and they're bursting into flames, and they're breaking down all over the place. So this company is one of the companies in the running. They're an American company. They're in Ohio, a state that Trump needs, and so and it's going to make a lot of jobs and a lot of good stuff. So I'm like, yeah, they're going to get this contract. Maybe not the whole contract, but at least part of the contract. So I started buying options. And that you see they expire now. Also, I've also researched a little bit. I know the fiscal year for the government ends in September. So this contract has to be announced in September, which is up this in the next 2 weeks or so. So I knew this a long time ago just by doing research. Well, not a long time ago, maybe a month or 2 ago. And you'll see my options are now, you'll see how much I've gained. 3,000 here, 2,600, and this is before, we still haven't found out. So this week coming up, if we find out, like the reason this stock is going up, it's gone from like 17, you see I have options at 17, 18, and 19, and a $26 option here, and it's at $30 today. So all these options are in the green. Again, I'm gonna do videos explaining this if someone is interested in what I'm doing. But the point being, this is all the build up even before the contract's announced. Now, if the contract's announced and they don't get any part of it, which I don't think is going to happen, but this stock will definitely drop fast. I'll sell off these options. They won't make me as much. But if they get even 25% to 50% of this contract, the stock is going to go probably to 40 or 50, and these numbers are going to triple the gains on this one. This other one here, Shell Hyliion. I had 3 options. One of them expired in September, so I sold it for $1,700. But you'll see Shell Hyliion is going to be merging on the 29th. We know the date for sure. There's another one that I just knew a merger was happening. I bought the options at $3 here and $6, and you'll see they've doubled. So that's going to be nice. And that merger's happening on the 29th. They got all their stuff together. I love that the guy who runs it, and I know that stock, when that merger happens, it's going to take off, and it might. I'm projecting it's right now the stock's at $50. You see right here, actually right at $50. So I actually have stock in it, and I have options. I think Hyliion's going to be good for the long term. I have just 4 shares, but whatever. However, that I think it's going to go up to at least 75, being conservative, and it has a potential to go over 100, which again will make these things go nuts. I'll make I'm already up 600% and 100%, but we're talking good amount. And then you have some, so these are the 2 that I'm really excited about right now. Between Tesla and Battery Day, between Workhorse, and between Shell, like this last week of September is going to be something amazing. And I'm probably going to have enough money to put a little down payment on a home once I sell these options off. That's the goal, rental property. So that's what's going on there. I could explain all these stocks and why I'm buying them, what's going on with them. You'll see I'm up on just about everything. What am I not up on? Planet 13. I have 60 shares that I bought at 3-4. That's going to go to the moon, but that's a long term. That's really long term. I'll explain now. Oh, Nikola. Oh, all right, my friends in Nikola. So Nikola is going to bomb. It is better than any Netflix show. Every day learning about Nikola. You saw the YouTube channel and how much I watch on Nikola. So right now I have shorted them 385 shares. On average, I've shorted them like so many times. Let me see. Let me show you. Oh, wait. Again, if you don't know what shorting a stock is, this is again something I don't want to take time to cover right now. But yeah, look how many times I've shorted them. 1, 2, 3, 4, twice on the same day. 5, 6, 7, 8 times. And I'm going to short them again too, because it's a whole story. It's really exciting, and but this guy is just a big scam artist, and this whole thing is going to fall apart. And they're under investigation by the Justice Department and the SEC, and so I foresee this going down to into the 15, into the 10s, and maybe the company might go bankrupt after all this goes down. So anyway, LCA, yeah, I'm not going to talk about these. Are newer ones that I've just been working about. So altogether, you'll see total gain $56,000, which is very awesome. And this is just one account. This is the biggest account, though. I will tell you that. I have some other accounts that I've just put 10,000 in to start, and another one I started with $2,600. And this one, as I said, I did $12,000 investment. It's up to $64,000 in value. And when these things come through in the next week or so, it's going to be over $100,000. I think we'll be close. We'll be close. So anyway, I would like to share like more. I can literally make this video 4 hours long, going through what my thesis is behind all these stocks. I just don't know if anyone's interested in knowing this stuff. Probably showing you numbers, you probably are at least interested, but I don't know what communication I'm going to do. I might do, so maybe you can let me know in the comments. I'm thinking either I'll do a YouTube channel and then have, because it is a lot of time. It's time I have to take to research these things, and then time to do videos and time whatnot. So I might do a YouTube channel where I talk a little bit, and then have a Patreon, maybe $10 or $15 or $25 a month. I don't know yet, to see the videos or to see more, or to be a part of a chat group. I don't know. I might do something like that, or I don't know if I should just do live videos every once in a while, or if I should just do a, I don't know what I should do. So if you have any, if you're like, well, I need to know two things. If you have any advice as to what avenue um, you think would be best to kind of find people that want to talk about investing, because I can't talk about this with my girlfriend, can't talk about this with my family because they don't care at all, other than the fact that, you know, my mom listens, but I think she just listens because she gets to talk to me. My girlfriend doesn't care at all about this, doesn't want to know anything. So I want some people that I can talk to and discuss this stuff with and who are interested in it. And it really isn't that hard. As you take time and you just learn and learn. And I made some mistakes of some things, you don't even see them on here, that have gone down as well. But, and again, the stock market is just going up. So I could just maybe not know anything about what I'm doing, and just happen to start doing this at the right time. But whatever, who cares? I'm doing it. If I just got lucky, I'm getting lucky, doing putting the work in. So let me know what you think. Let me know if this is something you want to talk more about, or what you think I should be doing to get a little bit of a group going on and explain even the basics. I want to do this for people who have no clue what they're doing, like I did, because I'm only then a little bit ahead of them. Anyway, all right, that's my video. Talk to you soon.